necessary, not what is convenient. When you learn to act despite your feelings, you unlock true power. You separate yourself from those who quit when things become difficult. Discipline is freedom. Most people think it is the opposite. They think discipline is restriction, that it takes away their choices.
As you can see, talking to Big Brother G, cause you know what I'm saying? Bruce Lee. Jesus was Bruce Lee. Y'all put him in a box. It don't matter if he died in the house outside. Y'all put him in a box. But he struggled, bro. As great as he was, he struggled. I ain't saying it ain't bad. I ain't saying it's bad. I'm just saying because I saw the write-up playing in heaven. It's like it's wrote out. Like Jesus knew he was gonna have to die and get tortured. I know it sounds bad on y'all. And it sounds like our Father did it. And it make him sound bad on it. But not when you trying to discipline some guys, gods, you might well say. Think about it. How would you discipline a guy? If God had a child, it would be God, pretty much, right? So how would you discipline a child? You torture him to death. Send him to earth, bro. Send him to earth. They're going to torture him to death. But anyway, I was just thinking about this, YouTube. Y'all can take this out, throw it in the trash, do whatever you must do with it. Because it might be too deep for y'all. But I was just sitting here thinking about something that's been on my heart since I touched down in this play. And I'm going to just let it go. I've been trying to get it in my head, like, what's going on, bro? Because something turned off. Something is turned all the way off. All right, now I'm going to bring some stuff into fruition, bring some stuff in the equation. Y'all going to be like, oh, here we go again. But it ain't going to go there. It's going to have a better ending. What if, because I've been hearing some stuff in the Astro that I know better to say online. But I want to say this. What if the rapture done happen? How would you know it? Like, the next best new thing that I seen that's coming out. I seen this 5-6 years ago, but they just, I guess, they do it in pages in my YouTube, whatever. But anyway, I saw it again on YouTube, which was the flying yacht. Go from the ocean to the sky. $120 million. I think that's a little absurd, but, never know what they got to do for the mechanic issue. I mean, you want it to be purchased a flying yacht, so it might take $120 million. But all right, that compared to the elevation that I done made through meditating, to me still ain't nothing. Now listen to what I'm saying now. And I done learned some stuff in this meditation round. I know better to say it. I know better to tell y'all anything. What little I told y'all, I'm gonna put emphasis on it, and show y'all how to really make it. And then y'all might just reach where I'm at. You get what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna tell y'all nothing else though. And so far, what I told y'all about the itch. The itch expanded to chakras, understanding chakras, kundalini in your body. So. All right, we there, right? So I ain't really got to tell you nothing. Everything else is self-explanatory. That's why they say if you meditate, you'll find out the truth, which is meditation is praying. All right, but anyway, I'm not disrespecting the yacht. I think if I had the money, I would buy one. But I'm just saying, okay, the yacht is nothing compared to what I've accomplished through meditation. Through meditation, I learned the need, the discipline, and the need of not to want. Okay? I learned how, like my boy just said, I don't even have to be, I learned how to put motivation up. For a second, I was thinking motivation came from Satan. Because all the motivation I ever got came from negativity. I got motivated because a fine woman said, hey, I'm going to call you a cup of tea, you a cup of tea. And I got motivated and I jumped out of my car. Yeah, got some clothes, got everything, got motivated. I got on drugs, got motivated to do some music. Yeah, for do some music. You feel what I'm saying? It was always what triggered the motivation. So discipline, Discipline. I learned discipline. Doing discipline, I learned working, really. You can't do drugs just to go to work. I know people who try it don't last a week. You can't be motivated to go to work. You gotta be disciplined to go to work, right? I'm going somewhere else now. Listen. Now remember, now what if the rapture don't happen? If I ain't mistaken, it's a part that's gonna come. It's really two raptures, right? Which one come first is the question. And does it even matter which one come first? The first rapture or the second rapture, either one, is revelation, storms, everything finna go disaster mode. But then it's another rapture, right, where Jesus come and fix everything and turn this into a paradise world, basically, right? Paradise on earth or something like that. The land of gold or something, I don't know. I think it's at the end of Revelation. Oh, okay, so it really doesn't matter which one happened first. Oh, they would both have to work simultaneously. Oh, we'll never. It wouldn't matter. It would both have to. They would both have to come into effect simultaneously, together. Oh, okay. It's like they go back, forward, back. Okay, yeah. That's how they would have to do that, because you gotta look at all the processes in the simulation. You gotta look at all the process. Okay, anyway. All right, now look, check this out. I've been hearing some stuff in the astro, like I said, but anyway. All right, check this out. All right, we got the flying yacht. I'm gonna utilize all this like a comedian utilize stuff for jokes, man. So you gotta really pay attention to this. So we got the yacht, the flying yacht. I think it's a brilliant idea, but I don't find it more interesting as my meditation. Let's just say that. All right. Okay. What I mean by that is this. If the rapture happened, everything will have to be a process. God will have to take his souls out of everybody. Okay, if your soul is gone out of you, and we know now for a fact that everything is a process. So if your soul is taken out of you, right? Well, I ain't looking for no book. I guess everybody like, what you trying to find another book? Nigga think you smart. You just lame, corny, and probably a player that's underneath it all. But if your soul leave your body, then it will have to be a process. Wouldn't it leave residue in your body, regardless? You got names flying around here where y'all like to laugh and shit. Why would y'all think about it? Wouldn't it? I live in the country. You laugh about stuff that happens in the country. Gnats and flies and mosquitoes is everywhere. Actually, this is pretty good for it to be in the country. And in the season that we in, and insects ain't everywhere. But y'all is funny. See, why would you do that? So if you had a soul in your body, you wouldn't do that. Because you would know that. And let's say they say it's only a few people here, a handful of people that got their souls in their body, and they doing the purge. It's a purge. It's a cleansing going on. And from what God told me, he's redoing the vessels, certain vessels. And when he talked to me, it sounded like he was just doing. He had new 2 or 3 new vessels. But when God talk, he talking parable. He talking this way. Well, if he told you a sentence, you better worry, because it's going to take you a year just to figure out what he was talking about. If he told you 2 or 3 words, you might figure it out in a year. So, with that being said, I've been thinking about what he told me for 5 years. And I was like, what do you mean by that? You know what I'm saying? So, think about it. If a soul leave the body, it's going to leave residue. What would the residue do to the body? Make you think you still human? Make you think you still alive, still, on earth doing everything. Okay, now, how would we know the difference? It will make you think that how can we prove this? Cycles. Cycle on a big scale, not on a little scale, like what you like talk about poor people. Or even a sinful scale, people who love to have sex. And love it in them jeans. Yeah, stuff. People who are not creative. This many people couldn't have been unsold their soul to the devil. It's too many. Or it could have. But if you say your soul to the devil, you're reckless. It's a prime example. It's somebody close to me. They sold their soul to the devil and they totally reckless. And y'all know it. Some of y'all supporting it. Don't bring the hurt pieces. I'm glad I ain't got nobody. I know y'all ain't talking to me. It's just me. And that's another thing. I'm getting a lot of women videos. I ain't no woman. I know y'all sending it to the wrong computer because she copied my computer. And y'all trying to send it to your little friend. But the problem is the message is coming to me. And I see how y'all support her. Because she copied our computer, but the problem is her shit come to me. You see what I'm saying? So it's like you stole something for nothing. You caught, regardless of what, regardless of whatever shot you caught. And I ain't even have to tell your name or nothing, because whoever did that had it been a government or something. They got your ass. That's why they didn't want me to change that. But anyway, y'all be sending me stuff, not my phone, but my computer. Y'all be sending me stuff, and it's to a woman. Because I know you ain't talking to me, because I ain't got nobody. That's the whole beautiful thing about this situation. I don't have anybody, period. As people say they gonna come, and when they come, well, when you get here, well, we cross that bridge when you get here. If you get here, if you don't get here, I'm not gonna worry about you even thinking about getting here. I'm a whole man, y'all. Shit, if y'all didn't have my identity, I wouldn't even be on here talking to y'all. God took my identity so I could get on here and help y'all tell y'all so, because otherwise I'd be working. I ain't got a problem with 9 to 5. I had 3 at the same time. What you talking about? Anyway, back to what I was saying that's important and not irrelevant. Why y'all emulate? See, why you would emulate? Okay, so how would we know you ain't got no soul? Because you got to emulate everything. Okay, now let's look at cycles. Let's look at loops in a major way, in a good, healthy way. The yacht. That nigga just killed you then, didn't he? The yacht. You see brilliance in important people. And the next best thing that they could create out of everything we need on this earth. No offense in that, because I like it. We need that. But is a flying yacht? I mean, who can truly afford it? Except that group of people, right? So it's not going to help everybody on the earth. See what I'm saying? So, it's like, but these are good people. These people, for them to have that kind of, whatever. They these people. I'm just saying, that's a loop. Right? That we gotta admit that's still a loop. So it's a loop on a good major scale, on a positive scale. A negative scale loop would be a drug addict. So which one of you, and then, all right, now we can implement motivation to this. What's motivating us to do this? Okay, now let's look at it at a basic scale, a basic average scale of a poor or middle class person that just work every day. How would you know this loop? How would you know this cycle? How would you know a good, solid, sound-minded, regular loop? Go to work, cook, clean. the typical thing people do that people like to talk about. But normal people got to do it. Everybody need to do it. Humans, women and men as individuals. You shouldn't be looking for somebody to do this for you. Everybody should be able to do this on their own. So if you stuck in this cycle and you just come home, and then you wind up fussing with your kid because your kid, they got souls in them. Kids got souls and they complaining like, why you done that? Until you finally program the soul out of them. See, I'm telling y'all something now. So it's like these are, it's like something is turned off, but I don't think it's completely bad. I think it's to prepare for the paradise. And I think before we get to the paradise, the revelation is going to happen. And once the revelation happens, it's going to purge all the evil. And it's like right now that everybody's soul's gone, people can see evil directly. You notice they ain't lying to you. I thought it was just people couldn't lie to me. And that's true too. People can't lie to me. But I notice all y'all getting that. Why would you say that? Why would you? I see y'all on tarot and see y'all snapping on the people monitoring y'all, and what y'all response is, it blows y'all mind, right? Like, why is these people asking these questions? It's triggering, right? Because and you noticing. Why is you noticing? That lets you know you're a conduit. Why? The key is, if you're a conduit and stuff, and you're a high priestess and stuff like that, high priest, you need to know what you're here for, and you need to be doing your purpose, and that's gonna be your side mission. Even including, I'm talking to myself about that. That's gonna be our side mission. Otherwise, that shit will continue to get on our nerves, because if everybody, think about it, if everybody's soul is gone, if I was purging the world and I was cleansing the world, I would take everybody's soul out of their body to redo the world and to redo these vessels, except for the conduits. Because the conduits would be the workers, right? So you have to look in different places, figure out what's going on, what's your mission. Like me, I'm living in my purpose. My purpose is, what is my purpose? To cleanse this family. To root out the evil from the good. And by me seeing it with these raw Anubis eyes, God see it and God take care of the rest. See what I'm saying? So how would that, now they're back to the residue. And these people don't notice it. They want to attack me. They got to attack me. They trying to attack me. They can't attack me. They can't kill me. Why they can't kill me? Because they ain't no soul in them. They can't figure out a way to do something as simple as anything. You can't do it. They can do it. Not saying they can't do it. They can do it. But it's just something off. Something off, y'all. Something just off. That's all I'm trying to say. I don't want to get no deeper in it because I'm still learning this. It's a beautiful thing because, like I said, there's supposed to be a paradise on earth, right? So that will obviously come after revelation, obviously. And God doing a lot. My vessel done complained of I'm going through changes every day. A whole 380. Inside and out. I know y'all, the toilet squad, they waiting on the other thing. I ain't saying nothing about all that. I told God I want to keep my stuff the same like it is. I ain't never had a problem with it. You know what I'm saying? But obviously y'all do. Y'all looking for something. I don't even have no interest in it like that. I don't fuck with it. I told y'all I just use it truly to pee, and now that y'all got me in this program, I'm almost forced by the Astro itself to do it, which is uncomfortable. It is uncomfortable. There ain't nothing wrong with it. It's uncomfortable. I ain't seen a woman in 10 years. I don't look at porn. And you asking me to do something that's unstraining. It's straining. It's uncomfortable. I ain't had sex with nobody in 10 years. I told you I'm like a brand new baby out there, big. A grown ass brand new baby, and I'm happy to be. I guess y'all let T high. See, that you're a cycle though. You're in a cycle. You stuck in a cycle. You can laugh at people who tell you they celibate and virgin. Why would you do that? Why would you laugh at somebody you want to be like? Because I was cool. I wasn't always a celibate. I was the cool kid on block and have any woman I wanted. And I was always envious of the ones who were celibate and virgins in school. I lost my virginity at 7 years old. Tee ha ha, tin can ass. Well, the thing is, I ain't getting in my feelings right now. My emotions is irrelevant. I'm saying it's something going on that we all need to be paying attention to. Because show me the future. All right, let's say you got my pages messed up and you got me in a box in a jar. Okay, put one page on YouTube that's new, that I haven't seen and viewed, and let me look at it for 24 hours, take it off. I dare you do that. Instead of worrying about my contracts on this phone, because bad contracts, good contracts, I'm going to sell. I might not ever get the money. I might not ever see the money. You know, just like a woman, I might not ever get a woman, might not ever see a woman. But I'm still straight. I still love women. Still good to women. Ain't nothing wrong, man. I'm not hurting people because of the fact that I ain't got no money and I ain't got no woman. I'm actually motivated from the fact, and it's actually my motivation. You see what I'm saying? It's like discipline. It's like understanding. And if I'm writing a book for God, this is definitely gonna be a new book in the Bible. Because ain't nobody in the Bible had it. Adam had Eve. I'm a man. I'm God's child and I got nobody. So you think about that. Geek Squad.